Balance. It isn't a subject you hear spoken about often in cyclocross. That makes sense, of course, because the screaming intensity of a full gas, high stakes, 1 hour sprint lined with rowdy cowbell ringing fans has a tendency to drown out the nuance. Behind that fast pace and loud noise, though, exists a quiet, balanced set of skills that these top athletes need to maintain on and off the course to keep competing at this level.
My wedding was awesome. It was, for such a planned person, for such like a calculated person, it was probably one of the most like throw caution to the wind and like just see what happens kind of event.
Take Stephen Hyde, who grew up riding BMX and got hitched in a courthouse just 5 miles away from the site of Nationals 2 days before the big race. He got here after balancing his 2-year partnership with a pro career that made him national champion twice.
It's a constant struggle for me, but it's also the thing that keeps me moving, right? You're like, balance isn't like something you find and you're just like, boom, done, I found balance. You know, you really like every day you're like, oh, I have to balance this thing, I have to balance this thing. So it keeps me on my toes, and it's really what drives me.
Get ready, final race of the day. And there they are, underway and on course in Louisville, Kentucky.
Last time you'll see these bikes look this clean and nice. You got Hyde, you have Curtis White, you've got Gage Heck, the under-23 rider.
And look at Hyde.
For it. Hyde taking that back, who wants to have a clear vision of the course. Some riders still trying to ride. Every single rider in the top 10 is switching bikes a half a lap.
Curtis White, a thinking man, whose parents raised him to seek a diploma in the classics from Union College. After 4 years of balancing a pro career with a major that had him translating ancient texts from Greek and Latin, his first race as a graduate offers him a new start to a life where he can go all in for cycling.
They have pretty much dropped the rest of the competitors behind them, so it's a Cannondale Cyclocrossworld duo off the front with Hyde starting to...
I got any shit in my teeth? All good? Do I? Yeah, just everywhere. Balancing time with friends, family. There's a balance in everything.
Into the fence, over the bars. He's got to pick this up. He's got to let this go. Just brush off your shoulder, get back to it, because someone else is going to crash the next time they go down that thing. And you might be able to take advantage of it.
All things considered, that crash.
White and Hyde have to balance each other as well. On one side, there are supportive teammates who share a coach, and the elder Hyde freely shares all of his training and nutrition tips. On the other, they are two of each other's top competitors.
I'm in the running for Stars and Stripes. He wants to win, I want to win.
Katie Keogh may have the toughest balancing act of all. This year, she's depending on a steadier mental game than she has brought in the past.
Helped any of those nerves. Everyone just wants to get onto the grass, into the mud without a problem. You need to get through that first corner.
All about the whole shot here early on.
And then cyclocross is my passion. That's what I want to continue to do as long as I have the opportunity, and I would like to keep making the most of the opportunity, and I have a few more goals on my list that I'd like to check off before I totally call it quits.
Followed by Keogh.
Barely able to pick their feet up as they tackle this little run-up section.
Picture. So Katie Keogh must have had something go down. Rough day today. This is a disappointing performance for Katie Keogh. I think she was...
While trying to decrown the winningest racer in the sport, 14-time national champion Katie Compton.
Jersey, she will make it 15 in a row here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Keogh has been on the podium 5 times, but hasn't been able to knock Compton off the top spot.
Ride for Keogh today. I think another disappointing result out there because this is another rider who expected
I
to be
just
on the
need to figure myself out as a human, I think, first, before I can keep, like, exploring this passion. Because it's still a passion of mine. I still love it.
Another repeat in the elites as Stephen Hyde goes 3 in a row.
Regardless of performance, after the dust settles, all 3 of these athletes are heading back to lives dramatically calmer than the frenetic energy of this race. While some are heading back to home lives changed, it won't be because of what happened this weekend. Whether they need to come down from the high of being crowned a national champion or pull themselves back up from a loss, they'll all need to eventually find the same place: center.